You are now listening to the Brothers and Lovers Podcast. Welcome. Come on. Stand up, rise up, rise. What you gonna do about it? Get your mind up. How you gonna move about it? Get your shoulders right. And you get right to it, and we unite. Cause they gonna fight.
Shall I stand by my brother's side? If he wrong, I should tell him why. Enter battle, we shall ride. Let the world feel our battle cry.
Stand up, rise up, rise. What you gonna do about it? Get your mind up. How you gonna move about it? Get your shoulders right. And you get right to it, and we unite. Cause they gonna fight. Stand up, rise up. What you gonna do about it? Get your mind up. How you gonna move about it? Get your shoulders right. And you get right to it, and we unite.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me out there? Had a little issues with the music, all right? Y'all can hear me? You good? We good? We good? All right. I would like to welcome everybody to Brothers and Lovers Podcast episode, what is it, 24, 23 right now? Or 23? Y'all did 22. I wasn't here for that. 23. Well, I asked my panel brothers to bring their love for their children, our love for our families, and our love for our communities. Mix it with some passion, sprinkle some facts to the uncomfortable conversations. I go by the name All City, and tonight on my panel, I got my brother Larry.
Yo. We back at it again. You already know this is Larry Harrison, man. I'm grateful to be here. All glory and praise be to God, man, for his grace and mercy for giving us another day to sit at this panel with my brothers, yo. King Noah, Elijah, y'all know what it is, man. I do it for y'all.
Yes. All right. And I also, on my panel, I got my brother Ron.
What's going on, man? This is Ron Crosby. It's always a pleasure to be here. All City, it's good to see you back, man.
Yeah,
you know, we missed
you. To be back.
You've been playing hooky, man. But as always, man, I'm looking forward to a great show. I see my brother Larry. He looks like he's ready to do something serious. So definitely ready to get it on tonight, buddy.
Yes, it is. Well, all right. Tonight we're gonna do something a little different. You know how everybody laugh. We laugh together. We cry together. So tonight we're gonna play together. We're gonna have a game night today. Anybody listening, y'all can call in, ask as many questions as you want. Type them in the comments. We'll get to them. We just gonna have fun tonight. So it's we've been a little bit uptight, a little bit. Conversations get a little too deep. So let's ease out a little bit tonight. All right. So I'm gonna pass it actually to a person who's always behind the scenes, but now we're gonna put him in front of the scenes to ask us the questions. Right? We're gonna give it to Zoe. Let's go.
Hey, how's everybody going? I'm the music production guy. I do a lot of behind the scenes work. So I'm gonna be asking the brothers questions. We're gonna have a little fun. First game we're gonna start off today is gonna be True Truth and a Lie. We played the game on Facebook a little bit. So if you guys are paying attention, some of these answers you may know, some of them you may not. But this is kind of just games for brothers to get to know each other. You guys are more than welcome to chop it up, have a little fun, kind of take it however you guys want. If it gets too serious, like always, I'll put it back on track and we'll go from there. So 2 truths and a lie. First person we're going to start with, right? The way we're going to do it, we're going to start with one person. You're going to say 2 truths and a lie. If you've never played it, right? The way 2 truths and a lie works. 2 statements that you say will be true. 1 statement will be a lie, a fib. Only time it's acceptable really to say a lie. I know you guys are adults, right? And some of you guys are parents. We don't condone lying on a normal basis, but this is 2 truths and a lie. So 1 must be a lie. And the other brothers are going to figure out which is a lie. You guys are more than welcome to hop on the Facebook, hop on YouTube, kind of throw it in the chat. If I see something, I throw it up in there. So first person we're going to start with is Brother City. 2 truths and a lie. Let's get it.
Oh, damn, you made me think about it. All right, 2 truths and a lie. Let's go with 1. I come from a main family of only brothers. What else can I say? I am married. And I just moved. There we go. That's what we're gonna do.
Two truths and a lie. All right.
All right.
So they try to figure out two truths and a lie. So, Brother Ron and Brother Larry, let's go ahead and discuss what you guys got. And then at the end, you guys finish discussion. If you can't figure it out, give it a couple minutes. Brother City will let you know what's the lie in this scenario and situation. Let's get it. You guys can unmute and kind of decipher which ones are the truth and why and what's the lie.
Yo, Ron, you know City.
Yeah, I know. And so, if I didn't know him, I would just say, okay, logically, he spit the first one out so quickly, though, that would have to be true, just logically, because it had to pause. Okay, yeah. Now let me think of a lie. Let me think. So I would say just the way he spit it out. I think he said he was from a family of all brothers. Is that what he said?
First thing? My first thing.
So he said
family
that,
all boys, me and my brothers.
Yeah, so he said that so quick. I would just be like, look, you don't have to know him. You just got to know human nature. That's probably true. Okay, now the second thing. What was the second thing he said?
I'm married.
He's married. Okay, we don't get to see his hands much, but he's his second one. Just thinking, yeah, that's probably true too.
Because you don't see his hands.
Yeah, you don't see his hands much, but he's one of those guys. And believe it or not, because he's an honest person, it's harder to come up with a lie than the truth because you used to tell him the truth. So I would say whatever he said third. I don't know what that is the lie. That's just
okay. What did I say third? What was my third one? I just moved.
Hold on, before you say you just moved.
Just moved.
So Larry. So Ron, yeah. Are you saying the third one is the lie? He just moved.
Well, I think all three of them was true, but I would I think he don't know how to play the game, to be honest. If I money on it, I say all three of them are true.
He said all three of them is true.
Yeah.
Larry, you breaking up, Larry, but I'm hearing you. What you got?
Can you hear me?
A little choppy.
All right, hold on. My service.
One of your troops is going to be you got bad service. We already got that one.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's still a little choppy though. You might want to change over from that 2.5 to that 5 gig.
Yeah, I live in the middle of the desert, yo. That's what it feels like. Oh, still no good.
Okay, he's got.
I guess he's out of it.
Okay. All right.
He walked right off the service.
Yo, he said his service was bad, but my God. What was that? Can you hear me now? What was that?
That's that Verizon commercial. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Got 5 bars.
Yeah.
All right, let's what we're gonna do as we wait for him to get back, right? What we're gonna do is some conversation starters. Let's kind of get to know each other a little bit, right? Okay. So conversation starters. We're gonna come back with your answer, Brother City. The answer that 2 truths and a lie, because I think Ronnie may be getting at something, but we'll figure it out. All right, so conversation starter. This is for Brother Ron. The conversation, the question it says, what skill or activity are you really good at doing? I think we just seen one.
Oh man, I can do a lot, man. But what I'm really good at is talking to people.
Okay.
I'm really good at talking to people because I try to listen. Particularly when it's a one-on-one conversation. I think I'm good at hearing what they have to say, trying to analyze it, helping them come up with solutions and stuff like that to personal problems and giving advice. It seems like people ask me a lot, so I think I'm pretty good at that for whatever reason.
All right, so let's break that down. People coming up, is this something you found out when you're younger, something more recent? This is childhood? This is just...
Man, I think, honestly, I think losing my father at a young age, I mean, I know it's supposed to be a gay name, but seriously, I think losing my father when I was young, I was 6 years old when my father was murdered. It always made me look at things a lot more serious from that point forward. People always said, you're the man of the house, you're the man of the house. Well, being the man of the house, I would have to make decisions. Obviously I wasn't making decisions that affected my mother until I got a little bit older, but I made decisions affecting myself as far as I didn't want to be a burden on my mom. I made moves to get money legally, and take care of myself for the most part. When I say take care of myself, I mean my mom provided food and shelter, but clothing and things like that I started taking on early. So if you start doing those things early, when you become 18, 19, you're taking on even more responsibilities. So when people see that you appear to have a good grasp of what's going on around you, you got your own car at 19, you pay for it, you pay for your insurance, you pay for your gas, you pay for your schooling, you handle everything, and they know you're just not wealthy. They're trying to ask for your advice. So I think that's when I began to realize that people seem to want to talk to me about what moves they should make, when I was in college and stuff, and I think it stems from just having to kind of fend for myself at an early age. And I'm not taking anything from my mom. My mom made sure I had everything that I needed, but the things that I wanted, I had to go get them myself, so that's what I would say.
Okay, audience, y'all heard that? At 19, he had money.
I really, man, I'm telling you, there was a time where I had more money at 18 than probably most people. I mean, I was working 3 jobs, but money was coming in legally. That's I keep stressing that.
That's the important part.
Okay.
Brother City, same question apply. What skill or activity are you really good at doing?
One thing I think I'm really good at, well, I'm not good at a lot of things, but one thing I think I take pride in is making good music, I guess you could say, and bringing people together.
Okay.
Blend them together. That's what I like to do.
When you find this out? Like what made that determination? What makes you choose, of all things you said you're good at, right? What makes you choose this particular skill, like the one like that popped into your head?
Actually, I think it was something doing music is something I was born with. Being musically inclined. I come from a musically inclined family. Like my uncle was a DJ, my pops was a rapper. Like my grandmother was heavy in church. She put us in the church, the choirs and everything.
Hold on. Hey, who was a rapper?
My father, my father. No, he really was. I got flyers. I got a flyer of him rapping.
With him saying the clock and stuff like that. I never heard him.
No. Listen, this is what I do.
The Uncle DJ, yes, and a lot of
Uncle DJ, yes. My uncle, he was about to get signed and everything. But my father was a rapper. He actually has flyers, and he was part of the NY Boys. I don't know where they were stationed at. This is when he was in the service, when he first started in service. I'm telling you, I got the flyer. I couldn't believe it either.
Brother Ron, he talking about he was a seasonal rapper for Christmas.
Yeah, that's true.
He's just not saying gift rapper. That's what it was, seasonal. That's what
it really is a real flyer. Hold on,
background singer. Yes, I'm gonna give him that. I do remember him winning, like him and the best friend at the time, like Keith, guy by the name of Keith, who also lived on the first floor in New York, and they built things like they were doing talent shows. Singing. I never heard your father.
I don't know if they were singing. It looked like a rapper CD. I mean, a rapper flyer. I got the flyer. It was an old flyer that he had.
Bruh, nah.
All right, well, See, I still come from a musical family.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
We couldn't let that go. That dude ain't never. No. No.
All right, and I also grew up. He also played music, cleaning up every day too. So he was heavy into music. And it's
true.
different genres. I could go how I got into different genres and everything too. So, but and bringing people together. I always been doing that. Like I always been a person to bring people to the table and talk and to come up with a solution for everybody to win and for us as a move as a people. I always been doing stuff like that. I've been doing that since like junior high. So it's just people talking with people. Yo, why you doing this? Da da da. What about if you think about that? Like just giving people a mind, a second to think about a different way or something like that. Because I feel that always works.
That's cool. Yeah,
Okay.
you get the personality. You do have that personality, so I can ride with you on that.
Oh, on that one?
Yeah, I can ride with you, and even making good music. You know, I remember I can't say that I heard all your music, but I remember the one you did that you kind of dedicated to your grandparents, the family video.
Superhero Gone. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the name of it?
Superhero Gone.
Oh man, yeah, that's
a classic.
That was nice. Yeah,
that actually won that award right there, that big one.
For that song?
Yeah, for that song. Like, this is all the music outlets I ever done. Every album I've been on. I got to get a plaque for my solo albums. But there's a couple of trophies I have. I've been doing music forever. So
yeah, that was good. And just shout out to whoever did the video for that piece too.
Was it Jay Papers at the time? Yes, he did an awesome job with it. It was a cookout. It was a real, it was a wholesome video. It was a wholesome, that was a wholesome song.
Had people in there. You had your grandmother in there.
Yeah.
Like through photo albums and stuff, and had your uncle playing baseball in the street. I mean, it was nice. It had that feel, that family vibe. You know, you're too young to remember. They reminisce over you.
No, that's actually, it's not the song. Well, it's the song I tried to do. It's the same.
It had that same. You captured it. Then. That's what you intended.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
That feel that they did. Trouble T. Roy had passed away tragically. I remember they did that song and the video. Yeah, you captured it. You did a good job. That's
the whole point. That's what I was trying to do. Just, give a shout out to people who push people, but people didn't pay attention to as when you're growing up. Like your grandparents, they push you to be the best you could be, but you don't understand it until you're older. I'm like, oh snap, that's what you was doing. I get that now. Like that's really what it was. Just giving the thanks to him passing away, who gave me the what I needed to even do music from the start. Like, because my grandfather, he brought me my first drum set. I was down there chilling with for the summer. He's like, oh, you do music? All right, let's go. I was like, so, and my grandmother always, hey, let me hear your latest song. Let me hear it. Like, so.
I'm going to tell grandma that's how she sound.
No. You talking about Superhero Gone. You talking about my mother. That's what we talking about.
No, but you had your
I had grandma. I had her in the video, because it was all around. Like it was supposed to be a family, everything. I had all family in the video. It was like I said, it's a warm song. It's supposed to be like that.
I even had my picture was even in there. Me and my family. It was like she was looking on the shelf. It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah. See?
What you didn't, but you didn't get clearance to use my photo in there. Put that out there. So when you saw
his royalties, you want his royalties.
He said, "I want my royalties."
You want his royalties.
I might have to come collect that gift you got on the top shelf up there that you said.
Oh, you gotta get my award.
Yeah, man. There was no clearance on that, man. No clearance.
Oh Lord, thank you.
Okay, as you get ready, Ron, brother Ron. The next question is: when you travel, do you pack too much or too little? Explain.
Oh, bro, I know for a fact I pack way too much. I mean, way too much. My dad and our family, is myself, my wife, my daughter, and then my son. And so we all pack our own bags. My youngest is 18, so everybody does their own thing, but my bag is always the heaviest. I mean, it's just no question. It's sad, but I think it comes from being in the military. When you're in the military, you just have to be prepared for whatever situation arises. So like, I'm ready. I'm like, yo, no matter what the weather is, I'm good. I look at it beforehand, and I still gonna take something else, just to be careful.
You want to say something?
Yeah, got the rain suit no matter what. He got the rain suit no matter what.
I'm gonna have, they're saying, oh, it's gonna be, 80 degrees or 85 degrees. I'm still gonna have a light jacket in there. Why you got the light jacket? Nah, man. Have some long sleeves. I'm prepared. Like, hey, you get there and something spills out your bag on your shirt, you got it. You can't wear a shirt. So I'm always gonna be prepared. Or if you get stranded an extra day or two,
You got extra, man.
Yeah, I'm always good like that. So way too much.
Okay. Now, do you think everybody else in your family are packing too much or too?
Nah, it's me. I mean, my daughter, she would probably be second. Then my wife, and then my son, it's like he's coming with like a book bag, and that's it. He's like, son, we're going out for a week. He got everything on his back. Carry on.
Just essentials, right? Just some drawers, some socks.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, you good? And in that bag is he probably got his Xbox in there. He got his Xbox, so
how much clothes can he really get, right?
But it's funny because then you go, wow, somehow he manages to make it. You don't see him wear the same thing twice. You don't. It's like, dude. So yeah, but it's me and my daughter. My wife, she probably carries about average, for a female. And then my son, no, he ain't carrying it. So that's about it.
Okay. Brother City, the same question applies. When you travel, do you pack too much or too little? Explain.
Oh, when I travel, I think I pack just enough. Like what I usually do is every day I'm supposed to go, even the day I'm supposed to like take off. Let's say I'm leaving Friday, I'm coming back Monday. I bring an outfit for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and that's usually how I'll be straight. Like I just bring like an extra outfit, so extra drawers, extra socks, extra everything, and that one day can help out a lot if I need it. So it don't be too much, I guess, not too much. It's just my issue is when I'm packing, what I'm gonna bring. That's really like I gotta start packing like a week or two before I'm supposed to even go. Like just all right, I'll take that, throw that in the corner over there.
So this question is based upon, and y'all can rethink about this, but we already know Brother Ron already answered. So when you pack your clothes, do you come back with clothes that are not dirty still, or do you have to wash clothes when you there? Because if you have to wash clothes when you there, that means you packing too little. If you don't have to wash clothes, I mean, you got an extra pair of pants, extra shirt. We got like 3 pairs of drawers, 4 things of socks, headbands, and we didn't get to everything. That means you packing too much. So, which one are you?
Me? I'll probably have like sometimes I do have the one outfit, the extra. So I do pack sometimes. Like I just bring an extra outfit. So sometimes I do have one whole outfit just to like, all right, to spare.
Okay. Now we know with Ron, he got outfits, bubbles, raincoats. He got
some of everything.
And you got to put it back in the cleaners or rewash it because it's gonna get wrinkled up in the but it didn't get dirty though.
No dirty.
All right, Brother Rod, next question to you. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word fun?
Fun?
Yeah.
Oh, the first thing that comes to my mind, damn, this is corny. My kid.
Just
My kid. Because
okay.
I have fun with my kids, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so as corny as that is, you know, because we laugh, sometimes clowning on each other a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, that's fun to me, you know. That's real fun.
Okay. Anything particular? I know everybody, every father or parent, right, mom, whatever, have a particular game activity that they just bring up for like the rest of their life. Like in my household, right, we have Muscle Man. It was passed down through generations, right? So you know, everybody in my household know Muscle Man. My son grows up, Daddy, Muscle Man. I'm strong. We do the arms and everything. What's that? What's the game? What's the? And I know you got two. I know it could be for both of them, so it's okay, right? I know you got a young lady and a young son, right? So what is it?
I make them sing. I make them. I can't make them sing anymore, but you know, I play this at Christmas time. I'm like, hey, it ain't Christmas till we play this song, you know, from Charlie Brown or something. You know, it's called Christmas Time Is Here. And they're like, oh my God, his dad with that song, you know. So that's something I know that's like permanently sketched into their brain, that they will never hear that song without thinking of us as a family. And it's like, okay, that makes me dead. Dad loved this song. We hated it, you know what I'm saying? We hated it. We thought the song was pretty stupid. You know, they probably like, but he seemed to like it, and so he made us listen to it every year, you know. So normally it's like if we usually go out, we eat at a different family member's house for Thanksgiving. So on that ride home, it's like, hey, gotta put the song on, you know, Christmas starting now, Thanksgiving's over. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Song on.
The song on. You know, but you know what? I remember, it's funny. Do y'all remember your dad used to play like that Luther Vandross?
Yes.
Dance with my father. It is stuck in my it is forever stuck in my head. Dance with my father and Vandross. And he used to do little corny dance moves. But it's like stuck in my head.
Oh my goodness. I hate the song, man. I so hate that song. I don't like it.
I remember him doing that, and Excuse Me, Miss. Those two
songs, oh my goodness.
He had y'all singing it with him.
Yes.
I remember that. I was young. I don't know what year that song came out, but I remember he was like, hey, y'all singing it. He liked those songs, and y'all was singing it.
Because those are songs we used to only listen to. He would play that song over and over and over.
Yeah.
Especially Excuse Me, Miss. We've been listening to that 8 times on the way there. Like, can we listen to something else?
And I could tell y'all really wasn't feeling the song, but you didn't want to get your behind popped, so you had to sit there and deal with it. But I remember that.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was like, yo, this is our song. And y'all was more like, no, it's not. Your song. It's your song. It's not
exactly. No, this is yours. So we just got to deal with it.
That was funny. That made me laugh.
At a certain time and moment, I don't know if we had a choice. We just started liking. We just had to start liking it. You start memorizing the words verbatim.
Y'all knew the words. Y'all knew the words.
We didn't have a choice. You listen to it in a 10-hour car ride every 30 minutes. You're going to learn the words.
You're going to learn the words. And then you slow down a certain part. Like, listen to this.
And then remember he restarted too? Y'all was all beat. We got to redo it.
Yo, it was like the temptation in us. That's serious.
He was funny, yeah. I mean, and then, like I said, he showed me, you know. So I know he showed other people, like, yo, watch this. Me and my boys, watch this. Go ahead. And Angel was the youngest, of course. So, you know, I was like, man, he really looked like he was not happy. But that was funny. That made me laugh. I bet if you asked him today, he would be like, what do you mean? Y'all love that.
Yeah, he'd probably say that. You like the song. He know all the song, yeah.
You got to keep in mind, we also couldn't eat nor talk except if we were singing that song in the car. So that's the only reason why we
Well,
like
no,
it.
you couldn't eat it. You couldn't eat or drink in his car. No, you couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only freedom we had. You do Luther right? You get some fries. We get to share.
Oh, he didn't
Yeah,
play
you get
that.
a fried too. You get a fried too. But
Yo.
you got to be on that mat. Don't make him pull over for that.
Look, I'm gonna tell you the worst experience I had. And I sat behind him one day. If you know anything, right? My window was down. His window was down. And you know, sometimes he like to spit out.
Oh,
I'm not gonna finish the story because I think you picked up what happened. It went out one window and came in my window.
oh
After that, done. No longer sitting behind him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Brother.
has always been he's a dramatic character. It was one time he drove down here, drove from somewhere, and it was an emergency situation, right? He couldn't get to any money. And he said, "Yo, I had to do it. I got an emergency stash in this car. I gotta get it. Y'all don't watch where I'm getting this money from, right?" And I was like, he said, "But I gotta get it." It was like in the dome light of his car. I'm thinking he get ready to bring out like $200 or something because this dude brings out a $10 bill. I was like, what is he gonna do with this $10 bill? He was like, yo, desperate times calls for desperate measures. This is my emergency stash. I was like, $10, bro? He was dead serious. Like, yo.
But see, I can't even lie because I got that from him. I
Me
do
too.
stash like you stash little $10. Like it's like, what is this? This is Chuck, but it's like that $10 gonna come in handy soon. Like,
yeah, I can't do the 10, but I do have an emergency stash in each one of my cars.
Wait. I know when I took Ronnie's truck, because I had borrowed that truck, the stash was everywhere. I was just lifting up. I was like, hold on, let me bring back this truck for besides having, let me bring back this truck. Hold on. I was like, hey, all your money is here. I know you probably counted it. I put it all here.
Yeah, we got some now, counting it. You got your cousin George. You know, he has those stashes of coins. He told me one day, he said, yo, man, now he got these barrels full of quarters. He said, yo, man, somebody hit me for like $6.48. I was like, what? I was like, he's like, I know. He said, most people just throw their coins in a barrel, but I count mine. I mean, he knew. He was like, it was either D or Little Ray. I was like, what? He said, yo, they got me for my quarters, man. They got me. I was like,
oh wow.
Yeah, he knew. He knew. So if it was you,
it wasn't me. I didn't take quarters. I didn't need quarters. If I'm gonna take some, I'm not gonna take quarters, but okay. And I'm not gonna take a couple of quarters. I'm gonna take all the quarters. Like I don't need to. Like I'm gonna leave you with no. I'm gonna take all of them. That's gonna be about $10. So I'm gonna go that way with it.
Well, but he would have seriously like $60 worth of quarters. I mean, it was like a lot, and then he had stash.
No, I know exactly what you're talking. He used to. I think it used to be an orange container.
Yeah, he had stash.
And I think I don't. Right.
That's it,
All right,
man.
So we at the halfway marker. We're gonna do something at the halfway marker. So we're gonna answer these 2 truths and a lie, and then brother Ron, we're gonna get your 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
At the end of the day. So, brother, what is your 2 truths and a lie? What is the answer to it?
All right, my 2 truths. I don't know.
Okay.
No, my 2 truths is I am married and I have just moved. Those are my 2 truths. My lie is I don't come from a family of only brothers. I do have an older sister.
Brother Ron.
I do have an older sister. You of all people should know I have an older sister.
I heard that. Yeah, I have heard that.
He said speculation.
That's the rumor around.
Yeah,
That's talk.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah, I forgot. But you're right. Yeah, it could be. I've never seen it at a family function, but I've heard the thing.
Hey, that one threw me off. I was like, hold on.
And then you had to think, yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. So, Brother Ron, you're 2 truths and a lie.
All right, I'm ready. I had time to think about it. So mine dealing with former jobs, former employment.
Okay.
So number one, I sold women's shoes at a department store in New York City.
Okay.
Number two, I had a job shoveling horse manure. And number three, I had a job working in DC for the White House.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
You know, those are very difficult because it's not like we have his employment history.
It is exactly right.
It's not like he was talking about, you know, any of them. But brother City, break them down, and we're gonna get the answer to that 2 truths and a lie at the end. So break them down now. Break your analysis 1, 2, or 3. Brother Ron said he was selling shoes for
at a department store in New York.
Department store.
The second one
shoveling horse doodle.
Was it horse or cow? Oh, horse?
Horse.
He said horse.
I tried to be nice. I tried to be.
He tried to say it politically correct. I got you.
Right. It wasn't nice. If it was true, it wasn't nice.
The third one, you know what? That probably makes sense why he do what he do now. He ain't touching it no more. So that's probably the truth.
That's probably true, right? Like, hey,
that's probably true. That man not get his hands dirty at all. Look, tell him to lift his hands on the screen so we can see. That's gonna determine if he do it. And the third one is what's the third? He
had a job.
He had a job at the White House.
Yeah, working in DC at the White House.
Okay, so brother City, break them down. What you got?
Dang. All right, let's break this down. Let me go through my process. All right, the first one. Let's go with the one who I think might be true first. Understand? I don't know, but so I'm gonna go with the third one. The third one is the DC one. I would say at the White House because you do a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of people. You know, you in the mix of a couple things. So I would say the DC, the working in the White House would be a true. Understand? All right, and then we're gonna go to the other two. This is where it gets a little tricky. Shoveling due to.
Shoveling due to.
Shoveling due to.
Ain't no nice way to say it.
I can see it happening. And like we said before, I can see it like, yo, I ain't never doing this a day in my life after this. So I can see that. So I don't know. And then the other one was what was the other one?
Selling women's shoes at a department store.
Women's shoes in New York. See, I would go towards that more towards a false statement just because I know you and I'm pretty sure you left out of New York at the age of 6 and I don't think you came back besides the visit. I could be wrong though.
Those summer intern jobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could be wrong.
I guess
I could be wrong, but
we won't know the answer. We won't know to the answer for another 20 minutes. So guys, stay tuned. We're gonna give it to you.
Hold on, what you think? Don't try to sneak out.
All right. So I think I like the DC, like the DC, because I do think that's like dope. That's something like you probably would want to kind of low key say something about. But doing an analysis that you kind of did earlier, they all came at a decent speed, so you did break it down.
And I wrote mine down, you know.
So he wrote it down so he wouldn't forget. I mean, I feel like being, you stated a million times, you're in North Carolina, a lot of cows, a lot of manure you're picking up and stuff like that, and good, like farming jobs.
Horse, you know.
Yeah, horses, cows. I probably wouldn't say horse though. I think that might be a little trick, might be not not a horse manure, but cow manure. So,
That's
at the end of the day, it could be manure. He's just not saying the right animal. That's what I'm
the
thinking.
right manure it is.
It could be manure. That's traumatizing based upon his field, right? So I wouldn't be like cat. Maybe it wasn't horse. Maybe it was pig, or maybe it was, you know what I mean. It was donkey or something. And then he got roots in New York, and selling shoes to females is kind of a department store, right? You could be like, I'm in the female department Monday selling shoes, but it could be the whole department. I don't know if females got their own specific department, but it could depend on what department stores we talking about, right? Based upon the department store, it could be a females only, but most department stores, Foot Locker, they're not gonna say this is a female section. They got kids and adults. You see what I'm saying? So so I would think, I personally think I would say if he's saying specifically females shoes, then I would probably say go with you. But if he's talking about like a department store, like a Foot Locker or something, we don't know, right? I would say the manure. He's just changing the animal.
So which one is the untrue?
So which one is the untrue?
I'm gonna say the manure.
The manure. Okay, so you say 2 and I say 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the manure. It'd be funny. We both wrong, right?
You let me know when to reveal. So we'll
Right, cool.
See, I'm ready to reveal.
Brother City, the question is for you now. I'm gonna actually. What is the first thing? It's the same question he asked, right? What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word fun?
Fun. Oh. Timeless, if it makes sense. Like fun is like that when it's happening, that moment, that it just seems like when you're having so much fun, the time just stops and you just like in that time. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, hey, we laughing for hours. You could be doing whatever, but when you having the most fun, it's just spontaneous in time. It's just right there. It's just you in the moment. That's what I think is fun. It's like just living in that moment, like that moment of fun, of everybody just laughing and having a good time. Like, I know it said time and definition. You can't do that. English teacher would have beat me. No.
It's interesting because I would have thought, right, of kind of opposite. Because when you're having fun, times go too fast, right? You know what I mean? And so, but you're right. It's kind of a perspective question. So I always think about like, yeah, it is timeless at that moment, right? But if you start playing, just like when we in the car singing, right? And it takes us 30 minutes to get home. As soon as we start singing, next thing you know it, you already home. Yeah. But like that momentary time, like you said, the momentary, it kind of everything just pauses, and I definitely like that. It's definitely a good one. It's definitely really, because if you think about it, right, I think most of us would agree. Like when Brother Ron's with his kids and he forcing them to sing, to them, if you being forced to sing, it's timeless, right? But because Brother Ron is having fun, it's I wish we had a couple more days, right? Kind of like vacation, right? Or the weekend, right? Saturday, Sunday, they'd be like, yo, it was short because it was fun, right? That's the break you get, so that's kind of, that's definitely dope perspective. That's definitely a really good perspective. I never thought about it like that.
It's just that time when you in it, like it's just, you know what I mean? Like it's just something. I don't know. This you can't get it back. You can't do anything. It's like, nah, this moment right here, we was here from here to here. We was all laughing. Everybody had a good time.
And you know what you're making me think of though? I'm thinking, and I agree with you, but I think we oftentimes kill the moment, more so now, because then people pull out their camera to videotape it. And I cannot think of any time where you were able to just enjoy the moment when you were still trying to record the moment, because now you're working. You're like, it's like you step out of the moment to try to capture it, opposed to just enjoying the moment.
And you know what, Brother Ron, I agree with you 100%. Because a few years back, right, it was kind of like for for safety purposes or health purposes, you know, when I'm hanging out with my son and we're playing and jumping around and just kicking it, I'm like, hold on, let me take a picture of this. And, you know, it takes me a second because when you're having fun, you really don't know where your phone is. I don't know. Like, I'm like, where's my phone? So you got to take some pictures and kind of go back. But it, like you said, it will ruin that particular moment because now the organic.
Yes, it's no longer organic. The spontaneity, everything is gone, and it's like, you know. And I would tell you, back in the days, taking a photo didn't do it as bad because you would get people together. Oh yeah, we're gonna take this picture, and then you go back to doing whatever. Because you jump back into it, you know, and it was easy to get back in. It wasn't as artificial. But when you got your camera up and you are like recording, you know, it's kind of like it's work now. It's work. It's more, you know, people are more cautious about what they say, you know, somewhat, you know, how they look in the moment is gone. The silliness, the spontaneity, all that stuff you lose. And I've heard, and I'm telling you, I think I went to see a couple comics here last week. Like it's probably coming to Charlotte next, but it was like Bruce, Lavelle Crawford, Joe Clare, and some more. And a lot of the comics was like, put your camera down, enjoy it. Put the camera down, enjoy it, you know, just enjoy this, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the show, you know. And it's like, I think we're now conditioned to, wow, this is a great time. Let me get my camera out, you know. Let me know that this is a great time. And then you're no longer having a great time. Just something to think about.
Oh, for sure. I agree with you.
This question is a good question because we have two different generations on this call, right? Well, we could say multiple generations, but at least two generations on this call. So the next question it says, and I'm gonna ask brother, you know what? I'm gonna go to Brother City because you're a closer generation. It said, well, not closer. It says, what's one fashion trend you hope never comes back?
Oh, me? Oh. One thing I hope never come back is Jerry curl. That's the one thing I don't want to come back. I don't like them. Just me. Never had it. They just don't look interesting to me. They don't look cool. They don't look slick. They don't. That's me. That's just me. I can take bell bottoms and all that, but just what's in that? No. I don't want Jerry curls to come back.
Oh man, you got a thing against the Jerry curl. Yeah, man. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I know them cats. Stony Jackson. I mean, wet Jerry curls.
What? Yeah, like
Jerry curls. Okay.
I never had a Jerry curl, but it wasn't by choice. I wanted one. Don't get it twisted. My mother was like, no. I was like, please, you know. And Cliff had a Jerry curl. Cliff had a Jerry curl. I wanted one. It wasn't happening. You know, Jerry curl. And then okay, well, let me get a wave kit.
See that? I had waves. See that's different. I don't know about the Jerry curls though. They
wave kit. No, you can put the kit in your head and you can get waves a whole lot easier.
That's a perm. That's a perm set. That's a perm set. You talking about a perm set? They call it wave kit, but that's a perm set.
On the box, they had the Brother Smooth with the cups. You know, yo, you get the wave kit, man. Yo, and that was Jerry curls. Yeah, messing up people's sheets. You know, messing up people's sheets. People's headrests. You know. On the back, big greasy spot, you know.
For real.
Yeah. See? Yeah, wave kids, man. Wave kids. That's it.
No.
Okay. Brother Ron, question applies to you. What's one fashion trend you hope never comes back?
Oh man, the butterfly collars, man. Butterfly collars, yeah, man. I mean, it looks like you got a slice of pizza on your shirt. You know, the collars was coming out the head, man. Like, what? And then you would have a dude with his shirt unbuttoned. You know what I'm saying?
No, so you got to.
like, yo, that's before my day, but it was never cool.
He said it was before my day.
Yeah, that was before my day. Like, and what you know. Now, what's interesting though is things that we did when I was in high school have come back. Like, and I know it was out before. Because like flat top haircuts. That. You with a flat top. That there you go. Oh God, that's the butterfly. But the flat tops, man. That was like when I graduated high school. That's what it was, and we would take a book or something and like literally sit it on top of your head like this to make sure your joint was flat. You're like, oh yeah, this is flat. In between haircuts, you wanted to be flat, like that, just flat and skint on the side. So, and now we've seen that came back,
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
I wish
and I know it was out in like I want to say in the 50s. Late early 60s, maybe 50s.
No, it came back it came out in the 90s, the Kid and Play era.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's when I graduated high school in 89. So I'm saying it was like in the 50s and 60s. Then it was in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Because Big Daddy Kane, Kid and Play. And now, it's back again. We saw it a few years ago.
Yeah, actually, the 90s kids, the 90s look, I forgot the era look. Yeah,
it came back. So, that's what's interesting. Now, and I also, it came back, but I wish it would go this tight jeans, men with the tight pants on. Like, what? Jeans?
No.
Skinny jeans, skinny pants, all that. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
No, wait, that's still relevant. It ain't leave.
I know. I'm
still here.
He said, "I'm waiting for it to go. Go that way. Go."
I
think that trend is getting worse and worse. I don't think that's going away anytime soon. They just getting tighter.
Yeah, they getting tighter. Well, I think, honestly, I think the skinny jeans are better than the baggy era. And I was in the baggy era. Like, and don't get it twisted. I'm not a skinny jeans person, but I think that's way better than the baggy era. That's just, you know what I mean? Like one era, they both still a little weird, but still.
They could both be, they could be modified a touch, I mean. And I'm ready for the sag and the dye all the way out. I mean, and I don't care. I mean, your new pants loose is cool, but I don't need to see the bottom of your drawers. And you got on boxers. Hey, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking with my family. Man, it's like, come on, man. I mean, you got on boxers, and I can see the bottom of them where your thigh is because your pants are so narrow.
No, that's the truth. That'd be too much.
I didn't like the corduroys. I don't want those to come back.
Corduroys.
Corduroys. They need to stay where they at. I'm glad. Buried in lie. This is gonna be the last question before we get that to the two truths and a lie. So, Brother Ron, question for you: what's one guilty pleasure you enjoy too much to give up? Oh, let's get that out.
Gambling. Yeah, man. I enjoy it, man. I know it's hereditary too, man.
What type of gambling? We talking about garage dice? We talking about roulette? We talking about what we talking about? What type of gambling? So y'all know, audience, y'all people know, not because he out, man. He coming hard.
Yeah, we see him out there. Tell him to get off the block. Yo, put them dice away.
Now we talking about you going to Vegas where they're like, "Oh, welcome, sir. Come on in. Get ready." Because you done lost the grip up there last time.
He's back. Yeah, come on.
He's back. Come on, yeah. I'm talking like they might send a car to pick you up at the airport. I do enjoy gambling a lot. I mean, just the adrenaline rush, man. Just going against the casino. I mean, I really enjoy that because when I win, when you win, I don't usually even spend it myself. I usually, will bless other people, like throw my mom some, throw my sister some when she was alive, Nah, bro, I ain't got no money. You can stop saying that. But but I mean, I've lost a lot. I've won a lot. Let's put it like that. But that's what I enjoy.
Okay. What's this, man? What are you doing? What was that? I don't know what that.
He said he got money.
He got
He got money, girl.
Oh.
Represent. You got
Oh.
Brother City. Same question applied. One guilty pleasure you enjoy too much to give up.
Oh. Dang. I creating stuff. I know that sounds cheesy, but I like starting stuff from scratch.
Is that a guilty pleasure though? We talking
That is
about
a guilty
guilty
pleasure.
pleasures. Guilty
Yeah, that's-
pleasures you would never
Something
give up.
Doing.
Something you know you shouldn't be doing, or on a normal basis.
That's the thing. I don't know. Like I create stuff on a normal basis. I don't really do too much. I give up a lot of stuff. Especially now. I got to learn the give and take. I'm learning the give and take thing. So
Okay.
I got to. That's
Boom. Boom.
what I got to. That's something I've been learning. I've been learning the give and take,
Okay. All right. I'm gonna find something else for you.
He said I'm gonna find something else.
All right. How about Brother City? This is a good question because Brother Ron's on the call. Are you usually late, early, or on time? Why?
All right. I'm usually. There's no usually with me. I'm all. I've been on time a lot of times. Lately I've been running late because my life it's not my life. It's just I'm getting used to new things. That's it. So I gotta prioritize my time a little bit better. But I'm usually on time. But like I said, recently I've been late. I've been late probably since the beginning of the year. You can say I've been on a late trip. Usually you can say that. Because usually, if I'm wrong, before the year, I'm always on time, I'm always early, and I'm ready to go. So I say a little bit of both.
Brother Ron, what you got?
Go ahead.
Say your statement, because the face is rolling, the eyes, the lips is up.
When it's usually on time. This man will preach.
I'm not usually on time?
6:45, gentlemen. I need you on. 6:45. Hey, 6:45, you preach that. Gentlemen, we got a show. I need y'all on, ready to go at 6:45. You never on at 6:45.
Nah. Nah. I've been always think about when I was in New York. Wasn't I always on time?
No.
Yes, I was. I was always the first person on.
Zoe was always the first person.
Okay, the second person. I was always the second person on though. But I was the second person on. And I was on early. I'm always early.
You was late today.
And I said that. I said since January, you can say I've been on the late. I've been late.
Ron, that's enough lemon juice you got. That's enough lemon juice to stop the lemon juice.
Come, juice. You gotta stop the juice.
All right, guys. All right, brothers. It's a pleasure to hop on every once in a while. I do a lot of behind the scenes work. Thank you guys for having me. I love to participate. I'm secretly doing a lot of laughing, a lot of stuff behind. So before we get going, we need to hear Brother Ron's Two Truths and a Lie. I'm gonna head off. We close up and let's have some fun. Thank you, guys.
All right. Yeah. Look, it's funny. I will tell you both were wrong. Okay. How about that? Both of you guys were wrong. Okay. Former jobs. Yeah, I did. I sold women's shoes at a department store in New York City. It was a store called Alexander's. So on 59th Street. But after I graduated high school, y'all too young to remember, but I moved with your grandmother, stayed there before I started college. So did that. Yeah. Then I worked in law. I worked there again after I graduated. I mean, in law school, but that's when I sold women's shoes. Second thing, had a job shoveling horse manure. 100% true. 100%. It is not cool. Everything that you can imagine what that sounds like or what it would be like, that's what it was. It was almost like, a horse stable, worked for a guy, he had 5 horses, and somebody had to clean the horse stables. Yeah. So, I had the job, and it's like sometimes the horses would like see you coming, like, oh, here you come. Let me drop a fresh let the fresh one go out. Let him deal with that. But you think about it, a horse is in a stable for a week, and he's using the bathroom in there, and he's stepping on it. He's patting it down. So, after, a few days, it stinks. but it's not that bad. But then we drop a fresh load. Yeah, so I did that. And the third thing, never worked in DC. I worked in Maryland, but I never had a job working at the White House or anything like that. So yeah, didn't do that.
You know what? I had that one in my mind too. I was like, hold on, it could be like little, you know what I mean, little things to it. But Brother City, let's wrap up. I appreciate you guys' time. Let's wrap up.
All right. Y'all know what it is. Let's give the salutes out. Let's salute. I don't even got my book with me. I gotta go off the top. Crosby Legal.
Yeah, that's what's it.
Yeah. Life of Phoenix.
Yes.
All right. Tough Stuff Production LLC.
Got it. Yeah.
Was it PM Prosperity LLC?
Yes.
Yes. Then we got Phoenix Health Service, right? Yes. Then we got Star City Cleaning LLC. Yes. And then we got, last but not least, but a Father's Vision. Yes. Those is everybody. All right. See, I know.
I see you.
Me and my brothers hope you continue. Well, this is game night. Hope you continue having fun. Hope you continue these games with your brothers. Let's continue this in the comments. Let's keep them going. Let's get the shares going. Let's get these likes up. Let's pass the word around. Me and my brothers hope we help you grow. What your brother do? Damn, I'm a little off. We're gonna come back. Yeah, we're gonna come back in 2 weeks when we have a what is it?
Co-parenting.
Co-parenting. That's what it is. Yeah. I'm all messed up. We're gonna do a co-parenting. We're gonna do a double week. So pay attention. We're gonna come back in 2 weeks and hit you bang 2 times. Yeah. With that all being said, y'all know my motto. Walk in love and live in your blessing. With that being said, y'all, later.